streets of Belgrade and we're all a tad weary because somebody kept us out very late last night.
That's right. But we are going to bring you to the Mr. Scanner, who will tell you what should you do in the next period and how do you should behave.
This is an oracle. He's going to predict my future.
Yeah.
Although most Serbs are Orthodox Christians, they're also considered deeply superstitious, and the pagan art of fortune-telling is thriving.
Prostor, spavanje, krevet.
People call him and then he goes and cleans their place.
I posle toga sve bude mirovanje u kući.
And after that, in those places he cleaned, everything is peaceful and quiet. He doesn't take money, but if people give his money, okay.
During the war, Milosevic's government often used oracles or clairvoyance to boost morale and to publicly predict a better future. But Mr. Scanner was busy with his own visions.
This was war in Kosovo, what year? 1999. And that's January.
Yeah, he said there will be, during the spring, a real war in Kosovo.
And then it happened, what, months later?
Yeah, in March.
It was a tsunami.
He said in Asia, in these places where tsunami was, Earth will divide, you know, in some part.
An earthquake.
Da budu psihički opušteni.
He will now clean your soul, like your cycle.
Okay.
Okay.
Preosjećam dug život.
He said that you will have a long, long life.
Što želeo sebi, želelo i njoj.
To ensure that, he removes any bad luck from my photo.
Everything will be okay, but you shouldn't do anything wrong, like to steal or to kill or even to think about it.
It was now the crew's turn.
Simon.
Too kind. Then people use that.
Kao šmeker, strašan je ljubavnik za žene.
And you are a great lover and very attractive.
This guy's a genius, isn't he? Everything he said is right.
And you don't show how geniusly attractive you are.
Ljubavnik je jako opasan, ali to niko nije otkrio.
He said that you are a great lover, but no one discovered it.
Kad voli glavu gubi.
Does he have any message for people around the world this year?
He said that the part of the Kosovo, it will be independent, like independent state. Not all Kosovo, but only one.
One part of Kosovo will have independence.
Yes, he said.
Okay. When?
Ove godine, this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Well, look out for that.
Despite Belgrade's resistance, the UN Security Council has the final say next month on Kosovo's proposed independence and the future of 200,000 war refugees.
So this is a gypsy slam.
Most of them are refugees from Kosovo who left together with the Serbs.
Originally from India, the gypsies, known as Roma, have spent centuries in the Balkans.
There is no water, there is no electricity, there isn't nothing. They are stealing electricity from city lights. We're gonna talk with them and ask them.
They're not happy.
They are not happy.
They are not happy because we are shooting.
They were clearly fed up with the attention from the media and not enough from the government. Few have educational jobs, which has been devastating for any integration, and most suffer from racism and poverty.
They don't want to speak, but we're going to find someone.
They are very angry, you know.
We met 24-year-old Vera, who sold garbage at the flea markets.
Do people donate things? Do people give her anything?
She gets something up to 50 euros per month from government.
But she was also stealing water because she said she couldn't afford it.
She said, let's say, I'm stealing the water, I don't want to steal.
She allowed us inside her home.
So this is the whole house?
All the space they have is this 6 square meters. And you see that that's Saint Petka, yeah? Sveta Petka. She cares for Roma people.
Vera said she hoped her sons would have an education.
He would like.
What would he like to do when he grows up?
Šta bi volio da radiš kad porasteš?
Šta? Policajac.
He would like to be a policeman.
We left Vera to meet a middle-class mother.
Come inside, come inside.
She'd supposedly invited us all to lunch.
Just wait us until we finished our meal, is it okay?
She lived under communism and the former Yugoslav president Tito, who died in 1980.
Smells so delicious.
Yeah, it's a corn.
What can I smell?
Is it a cornbread? Proja?
And sour cabbage with meat.
A traditional recipe she'd raised 2 sons on.
Now I'm a big son.
The Tito time was good for us because everything was very, very cheap.
But when Milosevic took power, this successful TV journalist quit her job and her security.
I didn't want to be his propaganda service.
My guides were forced into military service, but luckily not the war.
I am also like some kind of refugee from Croatia, and then I was here for 10 years. And when I got a citizenship, I said, oh, I don't want to go to army because of the war I lost my real homeland.
Dushan's older brother escaped conscription by moving overseas and married a foreigner.
So these kids are kids of my brother. They are living in Sweden, and I love them so much.
What do you think of the time now for Serbia politically? Is this a good time?
No, it isn't a good time because transition is something what is not nice. That what is not good now is because there are 2 sides, very, very extremely rich people and extremely poor people.
In Serbia, they say never tell anyone your real income and hide your money from the government, because they do.
President of Serbia lives here. Tito was living here. You see, there is a guy with a gun here. I don't know.
So you're not supposed to film in this street?
Film it. Who cares?
On our last evening, we were seeing how Serbs typically warm up a Saturday night out.
So how old were you when you started playing?
When I started when I was 10. I was very young. I was scared. The ball was too big for me at some point.
A former pro player, Igor had brought British partner Susanna to Belgrade to see the country he left because of war. When Igor played, former Yugoslavia was up there with Russia and the US.
You couldn't find a ticket for that. Ticket on, black market was, you had to have, deep pocket to pay for that.
When war made teammates enemies of each other, the best players and coaches left for the big money elsewhere.
Where are they going to play? America?
America, Spain, Italy, Greece, France. These countries, are the most popular.
Igor bumped into his basketball professor, Milivoje Karalic. They hadn't seen each other for 15 years.
He hasn't changed?
Best, always. Thank you.
Is he worried at all, though, that the talent is not like it used to be?
No.
He's not worried.
So what's going on around here, it's not only here, one game here, it's like all over the country, like a new generation and try to develop again and put the basketball back where it was before.
For Igor and Susanna, their future now lies in Australia.
90% of young people here, they never been out of the country. That's like the fact, which is
even your
sad.
friends, who we've been just, speaking to.
Yeah, my friends.
They're saying, they've got to save up for 2 years to go on a small trip.
They left to pack for their new life.
On the beach in your bikinis, surfboards.
Yes, I like that.
And we went to meet friends from our hotel.
Looks like my grandmother's house, but it's okay.
And it was a full house. Final thing, there are lots of really good singers in there. If you can sing well, you can have a go. You just have to know the songs.
The songs and notes to dance.
It's a very different night to what I had with Jelena last night.
Yes, totally different. Just to see the real atmosphere, the real spirit of our people.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that's the end of our night and our 48 hours in Belgrade, Serbia's capital.
But you know, you should do 96, you know, hours.
You haven't seen anything. You know?
We didn't show you anything.
You missed all the shooting. So
You would kill me.
You missed.
You too, I would not
You are
laugh.
late all the time. And this is Belgrade. You can't be late here.
Late
and
all
everything
the time.